Good morning. Coffee time. I got a plan today. Over the next few days, I'm gonna put OSB to cover the insulation in the workshop so I can use it for storage. Fill it up with all the stuff that's in this other shed here, which is gonna be worked on next. I have a lot of insulation. I've been reaching out to friends and neighbors. I'm gonna have to find a taker. I'm gonna have to get rid of that insulation. Can't just throw it away. I was glad to get such a good deal on it, but it was too good of a deal. I got way too much left over. I reckon my first task will be to go get OSB, take a ride to the store. Something I don't mind doing. The roads are just awesome around here on my way to the store, the big store. Trying to get Mr. Hank to do his business before I take off. Come on, buddy. This way. That last video sure was received well. The complete shed build, that's awesome. We picked up a bunch of new viewers too, subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's thought the channel was worth subscribing to and watching. We appreciate it for sure. I thought I'd address some of the comments that frequently came up on my way to the big store to get OSB. I guess Hank's ready to go in. All right, all right. We know who the boss is, don't we? Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Even a simple ride to the box store on these country roads is just awesome. I'm so fortunate, so thankful that I'm out here in the mountains instead of in the city. Speaking about those comments on the shed video, for sure, the most mentioned thing was me standing on the 6-foot step ladder. Yes, I know, that's not a good thing to do. I just picked that habit up as a young guy. I started out a painter, been doing it for years and years and years, and it's a hard habit to break, but it needs to be broke. It's pretty careless, and I would say don't do it. I met a man the other day who went to school right here in this old schoolhouse when he was a kid. Now I reckon it's someone's retreat. Another comment that several professional carpenters made was, why did you attach that floor banding to the side of the post instead of putting it on them or notching them? And I use the lag bolts, and it's acceptable. It's an alternative way to do it. It's not a problem. I don't anticipate any problems with the floor coming off. You got the 3/4 inch floor on top of the posts and the band, and then you got walls built on that. There's just no way that it can come down. The walls and the weight of the building are actually on the posts. That is just so beautiful to me. I guess that's wild mustard. I don't know. But man, it sure looks pretty. Coming in all yellow. Very cool. The creek we live on, Brasstown Creek, dumps into the Hiwassee River. Right up here where the county line is. I'm gonna pull over and take a little bit of a closer look. That right there is Brasstown Creek coming into Hiwassee River. And this is a good place to fish. Must have been some kind of old bridge here or something. Pretty cool. I guess it was an old part of an old bridge. That's cool, Mr. Goose. Yeah, here's a different angle. Here you can see it better. Brasstown and Hiawassee. That's big water. Very awesome. Makes me want to fish. But I got work to do. Now the fun part. I got to get these 12 sheets of OSB down there to the shed. So I reckon the workbench comes down and I just pick a corner and start. I guess this side's first. Okay, took the workbench down, got everything going. Coming across, looking good. Ooh, the birds are out there. They're always out there. On film, it looks like there's not enough headroom at this door entrance I made. But there actually is. Time sure flies when you're having fun. I got this end of the building covered in OSB. So, it'll need some trim, that's for sure. I'm pretty happy with the progress I made today. A little bit of trim on the cracks and should be ready to go. So now that this half is covered, I got to move all this stuff from the other half so I can do it. I have got to find a place, a new home for this insulation. I need to give it away somehow. I need to make room for the stuff from the other shed. This shed. So I can raise it up and turn this shed into a little tiny house. Shed to tiny house, how about that? Oh yeah, we like that. But I've got to get it emptied out. Got to get everything off around it and everything out. So that's why I'm working on the other one. The back wall and half the ceiling's all I lack. And then this thing is ready for storage. Yay! Man's got to eat if he's going to work. Ooh, breakfast of champions. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Jan.
There's bacon in the oven.
Hey, I'm pretty happy about this. My neighbor took the extra insulation. Yay! So he's coming back for another load. We're going to load him up. Oh, I'm glad to find a home for it. I kept just enough, maybe a little extra, for my shed to tiny house, which is coming up next. I'm getting room now, man. Woo! What do you think, boss man? You happy we got a home for the insulation? Here comes the neighbor for batch number 2. There goes the last of it. Woohoo! That is awesome. Now that I have everything moved out, I got room to work. I'll finish off these walls, covering this insulation with this OSB. And I'd like to cover it again with something else eventually, because it's going to be a place where I'm going to like hanging out. Got a wood burner to go in, put some kind of flooring. But for right now, just getting the insulation covered so I can use it for storage to work on the other building that I keep talking about. That's the plan. It's weird the way this OSB, you buy it one day apart and it's a different color. But it don't matter, I'll probably paint it. And I'm thankful to have the insulation gone. It kept me just enough for the next project. Overall, it's been a really great week. Weather hadn't been too bad either, although there is rain coming tomorrow. But hey, I appreciate you all coming along. We'll see you on the next one.